Here, in motion in a plane, we will solve some problems. Given that A bar is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap, B bar is I cap minus 4j cap plus k cap. These are two vectors. Now I think you got idea about I, j, k caps. Now, determine the following. So they have given some 8 points here. The first one is A bar plus B bar. So what is A bar plus B bar? A bar is given as 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap plus I cap minus 4j cap plus k cap. Now you just add these two. So this is 1. So 2 plus 1. This is 3i cap. 3 minus 4 minus j cap. K plus k. This is 2k cap. Remember students, if they ask you to determine A bar plus B bar, you have to find only A bar plus B bar. Suppose if you ask you to find out modulus of A bar and B bar or magnitude of A bar and B bar, so then you have to find magnitude. So for this A bar plus B bar, determine A bar plus B bar, this will be the answer. Suppose in the same problem here we have modulus of B bar minus A bar means magnitude. That we will find later. Here itself, this is a magnitude of A bar plus B bar, which is given by 3 square plus minus 1 square plus 2 square, which is given by 9 plus 1, 10 plus 4, 14. So this is called a magnitude of A bar plus B bar. So please check the question given. Please read this question carefully. Here they are asking us to determine only A bar plus B bar. So this is our answer. Suppose if they ask you to find out the magnitude of A bar and B bar, the answer will be root 14. Now, second one. So this is magnitude of. If they ask vector only, this is your answer. Magnitude means this is your answer. Now, 2A bar minus B bar, that is 2. A bar is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap minus I bar minus 4j plus k cap. So this will be 2 2s are 4i cap 6j cap plus 2k cap minus I cap minus 4j cap plus k cap. 4i minus I, this will be 3i cap, 6i minus of minus plus, this is 10j cap. Be careful here, some students are making mistakes while multiplying this. Now 2k minus of plus minus, that is plus k cap. So this is also 2a bar minus b bar only. Suppose if they ask you to find out the magnitude, then your answer will be root over 3 square plus 10 square plus 1 square, that is 100 plus 9 plus 1, root 10. Here they are not asking magnitude, just only the vector 2a bar minus b bar. Now, third part, modulus of b bar minus a bar. Now, this is b bar minus a bar modulus. So, first let me find out b bar minus a bar. So, this is I cap minus 4j cap plus k cap minus this is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap. So I am not finding the modulus first. First I am finding b bar minus a bar, which is going to be I minus 2i minus I cap minus 4j minus 3j minus 7j k minus k. So it will be 0. Now this is b bar minus a bar. But what is the modulus of this one? Means magnitude. They may ask to find out modulus or magnitude. So modulus of b bar minus a bar means magnitude of this one root over minus 1 square plus minus 7 square. 7 square 49 plus 1. So the answer is 50. Remember this one. Here we need to find out the magnitude of this one. Now similarly, modulus of b bar, that is b bar value. So this is b value I minus 4 plus k. So this will become 1 square plus minus 4 square plus 1 square, 16, 17, 18. This is root 18. This is a modulus of b bar. Now resultant of a bar and b bar. Resultant of a bar and b bar means we have to add here a bar and b bar. Here a bar and b bar is given. So this is the resultant of a bar and b bar which is given by 3i minus j plus 2k, and they are asking resultant, we have to find the magnitude. Direction is not required here. So this is a resultant, and sometimes they ask this as a modulus or magnitude of a bar and b bar. This is also the fifth one. Then sixth one, the unit vector along a bar. How to find unit vector? Unit vector is a given vector by magnitude of that vector only. So now sixth one, a cap we want, that is given vector by magnitude of that vector. What is a bar here? A bar is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap by root over 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square. So this is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus k cap by 9 plus 1 10, this is root 14. So a cap is given by 2 by root 14 i cap, 3 by root 14 j cap, 1 by root 14 k cap. This is the unit vector along a bar, that is in the direction of a bar. Now if you want to prove it, whether it is if you want to prove this a cap as a unit vector whose magnitude is 1, you can check it. Thus this is not required. This is your answer for the sixth one here. Now how to check it? What is the magnitude of this vector? Let me check. A bar is equal to, or a cap only, this is 2 by root 14 whole square, 3 by root 14 whole square, 1 by root 14 whole square. So this is 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 1 square 1, root 14 square under root is 14, so under root, that is 14 by 14, so 1. So this is a unit vector. This is unit vector in the direction of a bar. So what is unit vector in the parallel to b bar? Parallel to b bar means in the direction of b bar. So same process here. The seventh one, b cap we need to find. So given vector by modulus of this vector, that vector is i cap minus 4j cap plus k cap by magnitude of this b bar vector is 1 square 4 square 1 square, that is 1 square plus minus 4 square plus 1 square. This is I cap minus 4j cap plus k cap by 4 square 16 plus 2. So this is root 18. So now the unit vector parallel to b bar or in the direction of b bar is given by 1 by root 18 I cap minus 4 by root 18 j cap plus 1 by root 18 k cap. So this is seventh vector. Now the eighth one is unit vector parallel to resultant of a bar and b bar. So how to find unit vector? That given vector by magnitude of that vector. So in this problem I have to find out a resultant vector in direction of a bar and b bar. Here in this we have both a bar plus b bar vector and magnitude of this vector. So how to find the resultant that unit vector parallel to resultant of a bar and b bar? The resultant of a bar and b bar vector is this one, magnitude is this one. So a bar plus b bar vector. So I have to give a name here. Let me take it as a k cap, which is given by a bar plus b bar, resultant by magnitude of this vector, this. So what is a bar plus b bar? That is 3i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap by root over. This is 3 square minus 1 square plus 2 square. So that vector which is parallel to a bar and b bar in the direction of that one is given by 3i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap by root over. This is 9 plus 1 10, 9 plus 1 10 plus 4 14. So this is 14. So that vector which is parallel to this one is given by 3 by root 14. This is 3 by root 14 I cap minus 1 by root 14 j cap plus 2 by root 14 k cap. So this is a vector which is a unit vector parallel to resultant of a bar and b bar. So this is a problem which includes all the types of problems based on that resultant of two vectors, or multiplying a vector with a real number, or magnitude of a vector, magnitude of two vectors when added, and a unit vector along a, b, like this. So now we will go for the next problem. Problem number 2, a body projected with a velocity 50 meter per second and angle 30 with ground. So the initial velocity is 50 meter per second at an angle of 30 degrees. So let us say this is a projectile which is thrown at an angle 50 and theta is equal to 30 degrees. Find the height of the body above the ground 2 seconds after projecting it. So I need to find out height. Height is nothing but vertical displacement, and here this is horizontal displacement, but it is not required in this problem. I need this one. So we know that the vertical displacement in vertical direction, as we are considering only the vertical motion, so we can say that from here to here this is motion in a straight line. Now in vertical motion, we know that x is equal to u naught t plus half a t square, u naught or u. But what is this x here? X is generally equation displacement is x, but in this case this is y, or you can take this as y as h. So I am finding height here, where u is vertical initial velocity v naught sine theta into t plus half into minus g into t square. So h is equal to, what is v naught? 50 into sine 30, that is 1 by 2. Time is equal to 2 seconds, minus half into 9.82 square. 50, this 2 to get cancelled, this will become 50. This is a 4.9 into 4. So 4.9 into 4. So nearly this is a 5 4 20. So this is a 50 minus 19.6. The answer is 30.4 meters. So the vertical displacement in this case is 30.4 meters. A body projected with a velocity 98 root 2 at an angle 45. They are asking us to find out maximum height, time of flight, range. This is one of the most important model for PUC. So in this problem, the initial velocity is given as 98 root 2. The angle of projection is given as 45 degrees. Now in A we need to find out H max. So what is the maximum height formula? This is V naught square sine square theta by 2g. V naught is 98 root 2 whole square, sine square 45 degrees by 2 into 9.8. Here small g is not given, so you consider 9.8 only. So this will be 98 root 2 into 98 root 2. 98 into 98 into root 2 square will be 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Whole square will be 1 by 2 into 2 into 9.8. This 2 and 2 get cancelled. 9.8 1 so 9.8 it tens. So 2 1 so 2 5s. This will be 98 into 5. 400s. 500. So this is 490 meters. So this is maximum height in this case. Now second part, time of flight. Time of flight t is equal to 2 v naught sine theta by g, 2 into v naught 98 root 2. Theta is 45, so directly you can write 1 by root 2 by g is 9.8. Here root 2 get cancelled. 9.81 so 9.8 10 so this is 20 seconds because it is time. This is a meter. Remember, I am telling once again, whenever writing the final answer, please keep the corresponding unit, otherwise you will lose 1 mark. Third one, range of projectile. The range of projectile is given by v naught square sine 2 theta by g. So v naught square value 98 root 2 whole square. So this is 98 root 2 whole square. Sine 2 into theta. Theta is 45. Sine 2 into 45 sine 90. So this will become 1 by g 9.8. So 98 into 98 into 2 by 9.8. This is 10. So this is 98 into 10. 980 into 10. So 980 into 2, so 206, 18, 1960 meters. This is the range in this case. So in most of the PUC question papers, you will find this type of model, that is finding maximum height, time of flight and range. Now part B of this problem, find the horizontal displacement 2 seconds after the projection. In the previous problem, we found the vertical displacement, that we call it as height. Here they are asking us to find out the horizontal displacement after 2 seconds. So to find out the horizontal displacement, that is motion in a straight line, that means we are considering only the horizontal motion. So for this problem, we will consider B x is equal to u naught t plus half a t square. So displacement in 2 seconds. What is the horizontal velocity for a projectile? That is v naught cos theta into 2, because plus half into this will become 0, because projectile will have only acceleration in vertical direction, no acceleration in horizontal direction. So you can leave this part. Now this will be 98 root 2. This is cos 45. This is also 1 by root 2 into 2. This cancels. This is 196 meters. This is the horizontal displacement in 2 seconds. In the part C, it's a vertical displacement, also known as height. We call it as height. 2 seconds after its projection. So part C. So y is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is v naught sin theta into t minus half into g into t square. What is v naught here? The velocity is 98 root 2, theta 45 1 by root 2, and the time of this one is after 2 seconds. This is 2 minus half into 9.8 into 2 square. So these two get cancelled. 98 into 2 is 196 minus, this will be 4.9 into 4, that is 19.6. So this is 196 minus 19.6. 196 minus 20 is 176. So this is 176.4 meters. So this is a part C. Now part D, the angle with which it hits the ground. Whenever a projectile is projected like this, here the initial velocity v naught, the velocity with which it strikes the ground is also v naught. That already we proved in motion plane lesson. Now here, if the angle of projection is 45 degrees, even the angle at which it strikes the ground is also 45. So directly you can say that this angle will be 45 degrees only after giving this explanation. Now part E. So in this, its velocity 5 seconds after projection. So after projection, what is velocity after 5 seconds? So when it is thrown, after 5 seconds, it will have two different velocities. That is velocity along x-axis, velocity along y-axis. So what is Vx, which is equal to ux plus at? But we know that along x-axis acceleration is 0. So Vx is equal to ux, which is equal to 98 root 2. That is initial velocity is 98 root 2. And here the ux is equal to 98 root 2 cos theta. So what is the velocity after 5 seconds? Whether it is 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 100 seconds, if it is in flight, the horizontal velocity never changes, which is equal to u cos theta or v naught cos theta. This is v naught cos theta. So this you can write 98 root 2 into cos 45 1 by root 2. So the velocity along x-axis throughout its journey will be 98 meter per second. Now, what is the velocity along y-axis? This is uy plus at. Uy is v naught sin theta minus gt. So vy is equal, what is v naught? That is 98 root 2 sin theta 1 by root 2 minus 9.8 into, after 5 seconds, let me take it as 5 here. This you can cancel here. 9.8 into t. So this is 98 minus 9.8 into 5, that is 49. So this will be 49 meter per second velocity along y direction. Its velocity 5 seconds after the projection. So the total velocity after 5 seconds is root over velocity along x-axis square, velocity along y-axis square. So this will be 98 square plus 49 square. So 98 square plus 49 square. You can see this one, this is 49, this is 2 into 49. So this is 2 into 49 whole square plus 49 whole square. So you can see this 49 square, you can take 49 outside. The remaining terms are 2 square plus 1 root 5. So answer is 49 root 5 meter per second. Now after finding the velocity, as velocity is a vector, now we found the magnitude. But what is its direction? So whenever they are asking us to find out the vector quantity, we need to find both the magnitude as well as direction. So what is the velocity after 5 seconds? 49 root 5 meter per second. What is this direction? So here in this, let me take this is Vx, this is Vy after 5 seconds, this is V. So this is alpha. So how to find this alpha? Opposite side by so that is Vy by Vx. So tan alpha is equal Vy by Vx. So the angle alpha is equal to tan inverse Vy by Vx, which is given by tan inverse. What is Vy? Vy is 49, Vx is 98. So this is 49 by 98. This is 1 by 2. So answer will be tan inverse 1 by 2. So this is how you can find out the direction. So whenever a vector is asked, we need to find out both the magnitude as well as direction. Magnitude is 49 root 5. Direction is tan inverse 1 by 2. Fourth one, the equations of motion of a body projected at an angle are given by x is equal to 5t and y is equal to 12t minus 4.9 t square. What is the velocity of projection? That is initial velocity of projection. So now let me take the equations. X is equal to 5t. What is the horizontal displacement? In general, we denote x is equal to u cos theta into t, because there is no acceleration along x-axis. This is x is equal to ut plus half l square only. A is 0. Now if you compare this equation, the given equation with this equation, you can see that u cos theta, that is velocity along x-axis, is equal to 5. Similarly, the next formula, next expression, 12t minus 4.9 t square. Along y-axis, the same expression can be written as y is equal to u sin theta t minus half g t square. We know that small g is 9.8 by 2, 4.9. So this 4.9 t square. So these two are same. So from this you can write u sin theta is equal to 12. So I got horizontal velocity and I got vertical velocity. Now I want velocity of projection. So the initial velocity of projection is given by the initial vertical velocity whole square plus the initial horizontal velocity whole square. So you can write this as 12 square plus 5 square. This is 144 plus 25. This is root 169. So the initial velocity of projection is 13 meter per second. So this is this. Now once again, as we are finding velocity, this is the magnitude, that is 13 meter per second. So what is this direction? So initially this value is a horizontal, this is 5, and in vertical direction this is a 12. So that means if you construct a rectangle here, this is the direction of the resultant velocity, which is given as a 13. So this is 13. So what is this angle of projection? Theta. So here tan theta is given by this opposite side 12, the adjacent side 5. So theta will be tan inverse of 12 by 5. So the answer for this question is, what is the velocity of projection? The velocity of projection is 13 meter per second at an angle tan inverse 12 by 5 with x-axis. So always the vector is given, you have to give both the magnitude as well as direction. Two bodies are projected at an angle alpha 90 minus of the same velocity u. Find the sum of the maximum height reached here. So from same point, two bodies are projected, one at an angle alpha, the other one is at an angle 90 minus alpha. As these two are complementary angles, we know that both will have similar ranges, that means same range. But here they are asking us to find out this h1, h2, that is sum of these two. That means we are finding h1 plus h2. So what is h1? U square sin square alpha by 2g. This is u square sin square 90 minus alpha by 2g. These are the maximum heights. Now here u square by 2g common. The remaining terms are Sin square alpha, sin 90 minus alpha is cos alpha. So this is cos square alpha. So we know that this is equal to 1. So answer will be u square by 2g. Next one. What is the ratio of range to maximum height of projectile when the angle of projection is 45? So they are asking range by h max. Range is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g, and maximum height u square sine square theta by 2g. You can cancel u square and u square here. Initial velocity is not given, but we can cancel this one. So this range by maximum height is given by sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta by g. When it goes up, this will become 2g by sine theta into sine theta, because sine square theta. One of the sine theta get cancels here. This is g and g get cancels. 2 2s are 4 cos theta by sine theta. That is 4 cot theta. So 4 into, what is theta here? 45. So cot 45. Tan 45 and cot 45 both are 1. So this is equal to 4. So the ratio of the range and maximum height in this problem is equal to 4. What is the greatest range of projectile on a horizontal plane when the velocity of projection is 9.8? Velocity of projection 9.8. They are asking us to find out the greatest range. Range is equal to v0 square sine 2 theta by g. Remember, you can write this v0 or u square, what it will be. But if the range is maximum, this value must be maximum. So for this to become maximum, the maximum value of sin theta in the sine table is 1 only. When theta is equal to 90, sin 91. So this is sin 90. So 2 theta is equal to 90 and theta is equal to 45. So the range is maximum when the angle of projection is 45. So now you can write the maximum range is equal to v0 square sine 2 into 45 by g. v0 is equal to 9.8 whole square. This value 1 by 9.8. 1 cancel. The maximum range in this problem is 9.8 meters only. A stone is projected with velocity 10 meter per second. So initial velocity is 10 meter per second. So let me take this as v0 only. And angle of projection is tan inverse of 3 by 4. To the horizontal from the point 8 meters from a wall. So there is a wall here. From 8 meter distance, a body is projected like this. This angle is tan inverse 3 by 4. Body just passes over the wall. Calculate the height of this wall. So we need to find out height of this wall. Now, in this problem, to the horizontal from a point 8 meters. This is 8 meters. There is horizontal distance is given. We need to find out the vertical height. So now, when the body is thrown or projected from this point, when it comes here, what is the horizontal distance? 8 meters. So in horizontal direction, x is equal to horizontal velocity v0 cos theta into t. That is 8 is equal to v0 is equal to 10. This is cos theta into time t. But how to find this cos theta? We know that this here theta is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. If you bring this one this side, tan theta is equal to 3 by 4. What is the meaning of this one? If it is 3, this will become 4. So here in this problem, if it is theta, this is 3, 4, automatically the hypotenuse will become 5. So cos theta is 4 by 5. So here I can write 8 is equal to 10 into 4 by 5 into t. So 4 1s, so 4 2s, 2 5s are 10. So time is equal to 1 second. So that means within 1 second it will reach this point. So what is the height or the vertical displacement in 1 second? The vertical displacement y is equal to v0 sin theta minus half g t square. Y is equal to the initial velocity, we know this is 10. And what is sin theta from this triangle? This is 3 by 5. So this is 3 by 5. v0 sin theta into t. T is equal to, here I got it as 1 minus half into 9.8 into 1. So this is 5 1, so 5 2, so 2 3s are 6. So this is 6 minus 4.9 by 2. This is 4.9. So this is 1.1 meter. Ninth one. The position of a particle is given by here. This is a position vector which is given by r bar is equal 3.0 t I cap minus 2.0 t square j cap plus 4.0 k cap meters. So this is a position vector where t is in seconds and the coefficients have their proper units for r to be in meters. Now find velocity and acceleration of the particle. What is the magnitude and direction of velocity of particle t is equal to 2 seconds. First, how to find velocity? The velocity vector is differentiating the position vector with respect to time. So I am going to differentiate this one, d by dt of 3.0, I am writing just 3t I cap 2t square j cap 4k cap. Now when you are differentiating this one, separate this one, each and everything. 3 dt by dt I cap minus d by dt of 2t square j cap plus d by dt of 4k cap. So here 3 is a constant, bring it outside. dt by dt I cap minus 2 derivative of t square j cap plus derivative of 4 is 0, directly I am writing this one. So this is derivative of t with respect to t is 1 I cap 2 derivative of t square, we know this one, d by dx of x power n is equal n into x power n minus 1. So now this will become 2 into t power 2 minus 1 plus 0, this is j cap. So this will be 3 I cap minus 2, this is t power 1 only, 2 2s are minus 4 t j cap. This is the velocity vector. So this is the displacement vector, from that I found the velocity vector. They are asking us to find out acceleration also. So what is the acceleration vector? Acceleration is equal to dv by dt. This is d by dt of 3 I cap minus 4t j cap. Once again here derivative of 3 constant 0, this is minus 4. So minus 4 j cap meter per second square, this is meter per second. So this is the acceleration vector. But in part B they are asking us to find the magnitude and direction of velocity particle at t is equal to 2. So when t is equal to 2, so let me write the velocity as, the velocity vector in this case is given by v is equal to 3i minus 4t, that is 3i cap minus 4t j cap. Similarly acceleration is given by minus 4 j cap, this is in meter per second, this is meter per second square. Now in part B of this problem we are going to find out the magnitude as well as direction, because both are vectors. Velocity is a vector and acceleration is a vector. So as both are vectors, what we are going to write? We are going to find out the magnitude of this one, t is equal to 2. That means we have to substitute t is equal to 2 in these two values, so that we will get the velocity vector, the magnitude of velocity. So magnitude of velocity, that is v is equal to, at t is equal to 2 seconds, this is 3 I cap minus 4 into 2. So first let me substitute 2 value now. So this v bar at 2 seconds is given by, that is v bar at 2 seconds is 3 I cap minus 8 j cap. This is velocity vector. So what is the magnitude of this velocity vector? This is given by root over 3 square plus 8 square, which is given by 9 plus 64 root 73 meter per second. So this is the magnitude of velocity, but what is the direction of velocity? So here you can see the direction is given by velocity along y-axis by velocity along x-axis. So alpha is equal to tan inverse of, what is y component here? 8. Even though it is minus 8, we will take only 8 here by 3. So answer is tan inverse 8 by 3. Now, what is the magnitude of the acceleration when time is equal to 2 seconds? Once again, substitute t is equal to 2 in this acceleration. Here you can see acceleration only a constant value minus 4. There is no time. So here this value will be 4j meter per second square. Now the magnitude of this one is, this is a root over minus 4 square, which is nothing but 4 meter per second square. This is the magnitude of this one. Now, what is the direction of this one? It is clearly, there is no I cap here, it has only j cap, and this is minus j cap. So this is not along y axis, this is along negative y axis. So along negative y axis. So this is a direction of this one, and this is the magnitude.